NHL the old school way with the Rock of Ages Radio Hour on WICR.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Whistle. Now, I know you're used to the normal podcast version of this, but we're giving it to you over here on the radio, down here. Me, Kevin Walsh, alongside Dave Giacomino. Fortunately for no one, Dave, I will say, though, you have one of the better shirts I've seen all day on.
I thought it was a great selection. I saw it in my drawer. I had to pick it.
Go ahead, sit here. Let them see, just in case they can't tell.
You play ball like a girl.
Yeah, honestly, if you've never seen The Sandlot 2, rearrange your life. All right, get out there, go watch that. That's a movie.
It's a must-watch. Like what childhood did you have if you didn't watch it? Like,
no.
Honestly.
And if you're a child, if you're a child, because I feel like I missed out. Like when I was a child, like I probably didn't watch some of the classics that I was supposed to. I've learned that through Iona College. No, I've seen The Sandlot. Don't be confused here. What I'm trying to say is though, like, but there are kids out there right now that are probably like 7 years old, and like their parents might not be forcing them to watch.
They're just not being guided right.
But that's what I'm saying. So if your parents aren't letting you watch The Sandlot, switch that up. Tell them at dinner tonight, hey, Mom, let's go, Sandlot.
Like, The Sandlot. Go buy it right now. I need to watch it. I was told by Walsh and Dave I need to watch it. Listen,
if you listen to us, odds are one of us is going to be correct. Me. And it'll help a lot. It'll help a lot in your daily decisions. Now, we're going to start today off with some baseball here. Everyone knows Dave is the big baseball guy, especially because the New York Metropolitans have something special brewing. They
were human yesterday and lost, so
they are atop of their division by 8.5. They are right now looking to jump the Dodgers for second best out in the National League. So I guess we'll start with the Mets. Dave, a percentage of the Mets making it to the playoffs now.
Making it to the playoffs? I have to go with 90.
90%.
Yeah, that's even being...
That's conservative.
That's even being conservative. I can go 95. Or like, right now, the percentage they're saying is 99, which I agree with. But just for the sake, I'll go 90, 95. 95. Just because you never know what's going to happen with the Mets. They lost yesterday. They're allowed to lose. The Nationals have won 3 in a row. Congratulations. It's basically over.
I don't know. Just because they still have to play one another, and just because it's the Mets, and the fact that they have to play each other the last 3 times of the season, I don't know. I feel like something may happen.
Nah, come on.
I'm gonna say the percentage is at 82%.
Wow, that's low.
82%.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow, that's low.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Wow.
Of the New York Mets.
Okay, that's very low.
It'd be different if they were guaranteed a wild card spot, but that's also up in the air. I know, Dave. I know they passed the Cubs.
They
but
did.
Now they're actually a half game back of them again.
Well, for the sake of it, if we were talking about like them possibly losing the division, they'd lose the wild card too. Just for the fact that they have to lose so many games.
That's true. That's very true.
They'd have to lose the wild card too.
Yeah, but I'm sticking with an 82% just because the fact that they have to play each other the final 3 times of the season, I feel like
they're saying now
get interesting.
Jacob deGrom had another bad outing yesterday. They're saying they want to give him a little rest. He looks a little tired.
Harvey's a head case.
Yeah, so they just got to get to the playoffs right now. And once they get to the playoffs, I'll feel better about myself. And I really do think they need to skip one of DeGrom's starts because he's been struggling as of late. And Harvey, who knows when he's going to pitch next? I know they say he's going to pitch against the Yankees. I don't know why. It's very unnecessary.
For him to pitch 5 innings, I think is one of the dumber things anyone can do.
Especially
it just hurts your bullpen.
Against the Yankees, too. Like, the Yankees are a tough team. It's going to be a lot of pressure on him. Like, this is just not needed. They should have threw him against one of the worst teams that they face.
I really hope he has a no-hitter through 5.
Me too.
I hope he has a no-hitter through 5.
And then Terry Collins comes over to him.
And I hope they take him out, and I hope they lose the game. I think that will be so funny. Personally, now I know you wouldn't agree, but I'm just saying.
I would maybe throw something at the television if that happened.
Now I do have to ask though, because the Nationals have won 3 in a row. Mr. Bryce Harper.
Oh yeah, he
home run in one game now. And then the next game 2 home runs. That's 3 in his last 2 games. Bryce Harper's on the season batting .338, 39 homers, and 90 RBIs. Is he the MVP?
Oh, Without a question.
Okay, let's clarify that. Don't text me one more time about Jonas Cespedes. I don't want to hear it. He's been amazing. I don't want to hear it anymore.
If the MVP race was from July 31st on, it's Cespedes. It's
Is it?
Yes, it is.
No, but is that what the MVP race is?
Obviously not.
Okay, so don't waste my time again with your text messages saying Cespedes MVP. The other day I had to text you after Cespedes hit a home run. I know. Before you texted me.
I was like, are you kidding me? Another one?
No, he really hits home runs every single day.
It was just so. It's so great to watch him play baseball, and I need the Mets to sign him. I really do.
Hold on a minute. You want them to sign him?
Cespedes? Oh, absolutely. Why wouldn't I?
Like you're down to give him the big contract that someone will. You're down to overpay.
Oh yeah. How overpaying are we saying?
Like let's talk like Yankees overpaying. Like the fact that Mark Teixeira is making $22.5 million next year.
Just how can you not overpay him for what he's doing right now?
So you say he's earned it? He's
definitely earned it. Yeah.
All right.
Mets are a completely different baseball team with him on the team.
100%. I agree there. I definitely agree there. I think that it's going to be very interesting to see if they can bring Mr. Cespedes back. But I'm leaving that at a lovely 82% in regards to them.
That's disappointing.
I think that's fair.
That's very disappointing.
I think that's fair. Now, you look at the rest of baseball, though. Actually, no, we'll go to the Yankees, and then we'll get to the rest of baseball. The Yanks last night have a horrible loss to the Rays because the Blue Jays lost to the Braves. That's not happening again.
They have to see that in this out of town scoreboard, and we're like, wow, they lost. Let's go here.
I mean, look, that stuff. It doesn't matter. I really don't think that a team can just say, oh wow, all right, we'll win then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's an upsetting defeat. That's not one that you really.
Well, all right, they're 3 games back right now. What are the chances they come back and win the division here? You think?
Put on a percentage?
Yeah.
How about 42%? Right? Because it can't be over 50 because right now they have the 3-game deficit. And I'll say 42 because I think right now the remaining games are in Toronto. So that has to put things in favor of Toronto.
Yeah, all right, that's respectable 42. I would have went with something the same. I would have said 45.
You got more? Wow.
Yeah, that's basically...
I like the Simon Cowell. I give those low ratings.
Oh yeah, but not too worse from me. Just I don't think they're gonna come back and win the division, but the way the Yankees can just start hitting out of nowhere, I think that anything like they can just sweep Toronto if they're hitting like the way they can.
Right.
And they've shown they're capable of hitting David Price even if he pitches.
True.
So I think if they start hitting like that, they can possibly come back and win, but I don't think they're going to. I think they're starting to fade away a little bit. A-Rod's come back as of recently, but I don't think it'll be enough.
I think it'll be close. I'm not sure. Like I said, I have to give a realistic number, and that's why I give 42. It's as good as a number.
That's 3% under me. So,
but this is the thing here, Dave. You see how I'm giving you 42 and 82. I'm not going to give you those corny 5s and 0s.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting in the middle of the ball. I'm giving you exact numbers. These are well calculated estimations.
You did the math last night.
100%. I always do.
Yeah.
102%.
Oh, okay.
Now, the rest of baseball has all these interesting things going on that need to be noted. And nothing more interesting than the fact that the Texas Rangers are in first place. They are tonight going to be looking for the sweep of the Houston Astros. Their whole plan to sign Cole Hamels and win next year backfired, I guess, because they're winning this year.
Backfired, you want to call it?
I wouldn't say back, right? No, it just happened too soon. I don't know how you. It's a good. I'm trying to say it in a good way, and I don't really have the words for some reason at the moment. But good things have happened in Texas.
I would say so.
And I don't know what the result of this division is going to be anymore. I really thought that the Astros were going to run away with it, kinda.
If you want to think about it, the downfall of the Astros started when they traded for Carlos Gomez, and he's not hit the way he's supposed to have hit coming over.
Is it? I don't know about Carlos Gomez.
I mean, I'm not putting the blame on him.
I think the Rangers have just been absurd.
Oh yeah, but Now that's how the Astros have fallen off.
Oh, understandably so.
And he's not hit the way he's supposed to hit coming over. Like, that's definitely true.
I think this is the most interesting. If I told you in April that we had the Rangers and the Astros fighting for a certain place in the division, you probably would have told me last.
Yeah.
They're fighting for first, and Mike Trout and his Angels are just on the outside.
Well, they just have nobody besides Trout and Pujols.
The thing is, you had to know that Pujols was going to fall off from where he was.
So they stopped pitching to him.
Pujols wasn't going to hit 50 home runs.
No, but they just stopped. They were like, all right.
Regardless,
he
wasn't hitting 50. They could have still pitched him. He was not hitting 50 home runs. That's what he was on pace for.
No, he wasn't hitting 50, but he's fallen off because they stopped pitching to him.
Absolutely.
And there's no need to. There's nobody else in the lineup. And why? Now Trout's not winning MVP anymore.
Which, I mean, I still think he's the best player in baseball.
Oh yeah, but he's still not winning MVP.
No, 100%, I agree. I agree there. Donaldson's.
Oh yeah, he's running away with it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
The fact that they win the division, they run away with it.
Even if he doesn't win the division, it's still his.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you right now, though, Dave, on the spot, who wins this division?
I want to say the Rangers, just because they have so much momentum going, especially if they win tonight. The Rangers are in full force going, and I think they're going to take the division.
Can the Astros fall out of the playoffs, and can the Angels or the Minnesota Twins pass them for the wild card?
That would. I'll give the Astros a 92% to make the playoffs. How about that?
Wow.
To make the playoffs, not to win the division.
I do think that the Astros. I actually think the Astros will still win the division.
Oh, do you?
I still think they'll win the division. I think they're a better team. I just think that they're still a better team. I think that right now what's happening is that the Rangers are hot, and when you're hot and get to come up against the number one team, it makes a big deal. You know, like right now the Nationals are hot. If the Nationals played the Mets, I'm not sure that they come over to sweep, but I think they would win the series because the Nationals are hot right now.
That's not necessarily true because they were hot going into the series with them last.
Were they?
Yes, and the Mets lost 2 out of 3, and the Mets ended up sweeping them.
I don't know, but Bryce Harper right now with the home. I'm just saying, I think that when you come up against the guys on top and you're hot, I think that it makes things look a little worse than what they are. And I still think that the Astros are the better team. I think they have the AL Cy Young on their team, and I think that the Astros will still win that division. And I think that the Rangers will be in that playoff game.
If you're the Yankees, who do you want to play in the wild card game?
Astros. I don't want Cole Hamels has been there, done that.
Yeah, I agree. And the Yankees have never fared well against Cole Hamels.
Even if they did fare well against him, just give me the guy who's been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's basically like who would you rather pitch, Cole Hamels or Darryl Steichel?
Yeah.
You know.
And I think everyone would say Cole Hamels every time.
Absolutely. And I just think that and the Rangers have some nice leadership in a guy like Prince Fielder. Realistically, the leadership on the Astros is. Nothing against Jose Altuve, but he's not as seasoned.
No, and he hasn't really been there in the playoffs. Nobody on that team has. And the Rangers, they have Beltre, been there in the playoffs. He's been to a World Series. Mm-hmm. A lot of those guys have been in the playoffs. They've been in the atmosphere. They know what it's like, and the Astros haven't.
Yeah, I think the Astros though will still. So I think that the Rangers will be better come postseason time, but I think that the Astros will win the division. I think the Astros have a better team.
Okay. That's respectable.
Let me also give you a very early prediction. This is not really a prediction, but I said this is what I feel like may happen. 2017 World Series, Astros, Cubs.
Oh come on, you can't predict that.
Yeah, I can. And I just did.
No, you just can't. No,
I can.
That's absurd. Absurd.
I can and did. I'm just that good.
No. Yeah. Okay.
86% chance of happening.
Oh yeah.
Now there's another division that I believe most people feel has no race, but I still, because I don't believe in the Cardinals, I think the race is there. The race is on. Pirates are 3 back. I'm telling you, I think the Pirates are going to catch them.
Yeah?
I think the Pirates are going to catch them.
Oh, wow. That would be something. I think
the Pirates catch them. I think the Cubbies knock them out in round 1.
Oh. Hey, that would not shock me, to be honest, because let's say they do catch them and the Cardinals are like, wow, we were winning the division for so long. And we lost it. Now we're in a wild card game. We can lose this game, and now they have Arrieta pitching against them. He throws the gem, they lose.
No. Let me ask you this one, okay? in my opinion, Jake Arrieta is the Cy Young in the National League. I think
absolutely not.
How are you gonna tell me what's absolutely not?
Clayton Kershaw.
What?
Or Zach Greinke, either one of the two. I would go over him.
How? All right. Tell me how you would go Kershaw.
Because he hasn't allowed more than 1 run in an inning since May.
And
that's absurd.
Okay,
that's crazy.
But whose ERA is better?
Oh, I know whose ERA is better, but still, that doesn't.
What does that matter? I don't care. So him not allowing more than 1 run in an inning makes him.
Kershaw has been more impressive.
No, he's not.
Yes, he has.
What?
Yes, he has.
Hold on a second. Let me pull something up for you, pal. Something that you really need to see.
Okay.
Because I don't know what you're doing, but you're not watching any Cubs baseball at all.
Oh, I've watched the Sunday night game when he pitched, and
no,
he pitched.
So Jake Arrieta was 6-5. Okay, he was 6-5 as of June 16th, June 21st to now. Okay, he was 6-5. He is now 19-6. His ERA is under 2. The only other person with that is Zach Greinke. He's got 19 victories. He was 6-5. That's 13-1. His ERA is under 2.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
No, it's way more impressive than Clayton Kershaw.
Look, I would not object him getting the Cy Young. I wouldn't. If they gave it to him, great. Great.
I'm completely objected to the fact that you would say Clayton Kershaw. If you said Zach Greinke, I wouldn't be that upset because of how Greinke has been very good, but
so has Kershaw.
He hasn't been better than Jake Arrieta at all.
He's been just as good.
No, he has not.
Yes. Bring up the stats.
Dave, they're right in front of me.
All right, so read them off.
Okay, so Clayton Kershaw, 14-6, 2.12 ERA, and 264 strikeouts. The strikeouts is obviously where he makes his money right now. Jake Arrieta, 1.99 ERA, 19-6, 204 strikeouts.
Either one can get it. I'll say that either one will get it.
You have who right now? If you were given the Cy Young, who do you give it to?
I want to say Greinke, or it comes down to Greinke or Arrieta. It does.
So why am I talking about Kershaw now?
Because he's up there. He's in the discussion.
Okay, but I'm not talking about the discussion. I'm talking about. See, this is why you text me about Yoenis Cespedes. Who is the Cy Young? Here, then let me get rid of Kershaw's numbers. Zach Greinke is 17-3. He has a 1.61 ERA and 182 strikeouts. Okay.
Strikeouts, the thing is, I don't.
Strikeouts matter.
No, it does, but not as much as to me as people think, because why does it matter how you get someone out if he's not a strikeout pitcher?
But it makes a pitcher more dominant. It makes their season more dominant. It's something that is impressive. That's why everyone knows that.
I'll give it to Greinke just because he's done it over the course of a whole year. He's been the more impressive pitcher.
I have to go Jake Arrieta. I mean,
you can't go wrong.
You go Greinke, that's not as absurd, but going Kershaw over Arrieta, in my opinion, is absurd.
Either way.
But leave it to Dave to say something.
Of course.
Now, this is the question I did want to ask you before you set me off. You're the Cubs. I'm assuming you throw Arrieta over Lester, right?
Yeah.
How easy of a decision is that?
Oh.
No hesitation?
No hesitation.
Even though he's been there, done that type of thing?
No, it doesn't matter. You throw the better pitcher. Lester's been up and down this season. He's been there, done that great. He didn't pitch that well in the playoffs last year in the wild card game.
Right.
And it's no question whatsoever.
Now, they throw Arrieta in the wild card game, right? They get the victory. And you're looking at John Lester, who is a 3.3 ERA, 3.38 ERA, 10-10 on the year. And I'm trying to get to Hamill's numbers, but my computer just isn't really letting me. Because Jason Hamill has probably been their second best pitcher. I mean, their third best, who's got a 3.373 ERA, 8-6 on the year. You gotta throw Lester, right?
Yeah,
Game
you have
two,
to.
The veteran.
Then you throw a veteran in game one. You have to throw the veteran there.
Okay.
Because then game one is more inclined to throw a second game. And then you have to go. I would be more comfortable with Lester throwing the second game. In that, let's say it would be game 5. Do you throw? I would want Lester there, or because I don't know if Arrieta would be back. I think he'd throw like what, game 3?
Throw probably game 1 and then.
No, well, I mean just later in the series, yeah.
Maybe not till game 4.
Yeah, so.
Yep. Here's the thing though. Do the Cardinals hold on?
Wait, what?
Do the Cardinals hold on?
I want to say they do, but I just in the back of my mind, it's like no, they're not going to. They're not going to. The Pirates have been creeping up.
3-game series between the two teams, second last series of the season.
Huge
in Pittsburgh.
Huge. I want to see them not, just because the story would be that if the Pirates come back and win this division.
All right, I'm looking at it right now. The Pirates, the rest of the way, they've got the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Rockies, another Cubs, the Cardinals, and the Reds. So anything can happen with the Cubs, and the Dodgers is a tough series. But outside of that, I mean, and they have the Cardinal series. I would say that's favorable to them.
I think who ends up pitching those series will be big.
Of course.
But
now the Cardinals, let's see if they have anything a little bit tougher. They're going up, not at all. A pair of finish off in a Milwaukee series and then another Milwaukee series. Cubs, Reds, the Pittsburgh, and then the Braves. So
the schedule will go in the Cardinals' favor, that's for sure.
Absolutely. But the 3 games against the Cubs could be a big deal.
Yeah, but the last 3 games against the Braves, you can see the Cardinals taking all 3. So even after those 3 games against the Pirates, it might not be over, just for the fact that.
Oh no, absolutely not. I mean, but you could also see the Pirates taking 3 from the Reds.
Yeah, not. I mean, the Reds aren't nearly as bad as the Braves.
Well, I mean, the Braves just beat the Blue Jays, so
anything's possible then.
Yeah. I think we'll have to see. I think we'll have to see.
Well, can I get an early World Series prediction, or? Because we basically know who's in the playoffs. It's just
Pirates-Royals.
Pirates-Royals. I'm gonna go. No, this. I have to pick against the Mets just because I have to. I'm gonna go Pirates. Blue Jays.
No.
I'm doing it.
No, you can't pick the Pirates because now they're not gonna win.
Oh well.
You just ruined that for me.
I'm always right though, so you pretty much.
If the Pirates don't, it's your fault.
I believe the last time we made predictions for the finals was the NBA, and I believe I was right.
Oh, and then what about the World Series when you made 7 different predictions?
Oh, I did not make 7 different predictions.
You didn't?
No.
You made a prediction after every single World Series game.
I did not. All right, I did not. That's completely false.
Yes, you did. Stay with us though here, WICR Final Whistle. Kevin Walsh, Dave Giacomino. We'll be right back after this break.
WICR, rocking the campus in New Rochelle.